Have you ever heard a story so strange and wonderful that it makes your heart beat faster with excitement? In the busy streets of Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria, a miracle unfolded that no one could ever have imagined. This is the story of Uwa, a kind and gentle woman who married the handsome and rich Osagi. Their love shone like the bright sun over the ancient city, and everyone admired their union, but hidden in the shadows were friends filled with jealousy, whispering dark plans to stop her from giving birth. What happened next was so mysterious that even grown-ups could not explain it. Uwa was told she carried twins, yet when the time came, she gave birth to 6 perfect Yams. This incredible event would change lives and hearts in ways no one could foresee. Welcome to Matt's Stories. Please don't forget to give us a like, subscribe to this channel, and turn on the notification bell to get notified when the next story is out. Uwa grew up in a small village on the outskirts of Benin City, where the laughter of children mixed with the songs of the elders. From a young age, she was known for her kindness and her gentle smile. Her parents taught her that love and truth were the most precious gifts in life. When she met Osagi, a respected and generous man who owned large farms and beautiful homes in the city, she felt her heart bloom like a garden in spring. Their wedding was celebrated with music, dance, and bright colors, and people from every corner of Edo State gathered to share in their joy. Yet among the cheering crowd, a few envious voices began to murmur in secret. Osagi was not only handsome and rich, but also wise and caring. He was known throughout Benin City for helping those in need and for being fair to everyone. His kindness reached far beyond the boundaries of his estates, touching the lives of many families. Uwa admired him deeply and felt safe by his side. Their home was filled with love, laughter, and the promise of a bright future. Every day, Osagi would walk through the markets of Benin City, greeting old friends and newcomers alike. His generous spirit made many wonder how a man could be so rich in both wealth and heart, and Uwa was proud to be his wife. Not everyone, however, was happy about the happiness of Uwa and Osagi. A small group of women who had once been Uwa friends grew envious of her bright future. Their names, Omulara, Ifunanya, and Ijoma, were once spoken with warmth, but now carried a bitter tone. They whispered among themselves that Uwa's good fortune must be stopped. They believed that by cursing her, they could take away the happiness that shone like a beacon in her life. Their hearts were darkened by jealousy, and they made a secret vow to ensure that Uwa would not bring new life into the world, for they thought that her happiness was stealing attention and luck from them. The jealous friends began to plot in hushed voices beneath the ancient baobab trees that dotted the outskirts of the city. They gathered in a dimly lit room in a small house near the market, each one determined to cast a curse on Uwa. They planned to use old charms and secret words passed down by their grandmothers, believing these mystical powers would stop the miracle of life from blossoming. They thought, if she is pregnant, let the magic of our curses change her destiny. In their minds, stopping a child's birth would return the balance of fortune in their lives. Little did they know that sometimes magic works in mysterious ways, and that curses can turn into blessings in the hands of fate and the will of the ancestors. As the months passed, Uwa's belly grew round and soft like a full harvest moon. The gentle hum of life filled her home, and the entire family eagerly awaited the arrival of the twins. Osagi would often sit by her side, telling her stories of the brave heroes of old Benin and promising that their children would be strong and kind. One sunny morning, a trusted doctor from the Royal Hospital in Benin City gently told Uwa that she was carrying not 1 but 2 little lives. The doctor showed her a scan image that sparkled like a picture book, confirming that her womb was a cradle for twins. Uwa felt joy and wonder, unaware that the threads of fate were weaving a story far beyond what anyone could imagine. The news of twin babies spread quickly through the busy streets and markets of Benin City. Neighbors, relatives, and even distant acquaintances sent greetings and well-wishes to Uwa and Osagi. In every corner of Edo State, people marveled at the promise of new life and the blessings that the twins would bring. Yet, deep in the silent corners of the city, the jealous friends clutched their secret charms tighter. Their hearts pounded with anxious excitement as they repeated the ancient words meant to stop the miracle. The spirit of jealousy had taken hold of them, and they were determined that Uwa expected twin blessings would instead turn into something strange and unexpected. The winds of destiny began to stir, carrying with them both hope and a hint of ominous mystery. Every day, Uwa would visit the local clinic in Benin City for checkups and prayers. The kind nurse, Mama Nkechi, always offered her warm smiles and gentle words, assuring her that the twins were growing healthy and strong. The scans and gentle taps of the stethoscope brought comfort to Uwa and her husband. However, as the months grew longer, subtle signs of something unusual began to appear. Sometimes, when the wind blew just right, a soft rustling sound would echo in the quiet room, as if whispering secrets from the past. But Uwa, with her steadfast heart, continued to believe in the love that she shared with Osagi. Little did she know that the dark plans of her jealous friends were weaving a tapestry that would soon reveal a miracle none had ever seen before. As the time for the birth of the twins drew near, the excitement and anticipation grew. The local market buzzed with conversations about the miracle that was soon to happen, and even the elders in the town spoke of ancient prophecies that foretold strange happenings when jealousy and blessings met. Osagi arranged a grand celebration, inviting musicians, dancers, and storytellers from all over Edo State. Everyone looked forward to the day when the twins would arrive, bringing hope and new beginnings to their beloved city. But in the midst of this joy, the dark cloud of the curse still hovered quietly, waiting to surprise everyone in ways no one could ever imagine. On a bright early morning, when the sun shone warmly over the rooftops of Benin City, Uwa began to feel the strong stirrings of labor. The whole household buzzed with both excitement and worry as her contractions grew stronger. The midwives and doctors hurried to the modest hospital, where every room was filled with prayers and the soft murmur of hope. Uwa's eyes shone with both fear and bravery as she clutched Osagi's hand. They knew that this was the moment they had all been waiting for, the moment when the twin babies would be welcomed into the world. Unbeknownst to them, the hidden curse from the envious friends was ready to reveal its strange magic in a way that no one could have foreseen. As the minutes turned into hours, the atmosphere in the delivery room grew thick with suspense. Every heart in the hospital seemed to beat in time with Uwa labor pains. The doctors marveled at how strong and determined she was, and the nurses whispered among themselves, expecting the joyful sound of newborn cries at any moment. Outside, the winds carried the soft hum of ancient voices, as if the ancestors were watching over this sacred event. Osagi prayed silently for the safety of his wife and the happiness of their children. Meanwhile, the curse of the jealous friends, cast in secret months ago, began to stir in the unseen corners of the hospital, preparing to transform the expected miracle in a way that would leave everyone speechless. At last, the moment arrived. With a deep, brave breath, Uwa felt the final surge of strength within her and gave one last push. The room was filled with the anticipation of a new life about to begin. Yet instead of the joyful cries of twin infants, a hush fell over everyone as something truly unexpected happened. From Uwa's womb, in a burst of gentle warmth, came out not 2 babies, but 6 perfectly shaped yams. The yams lay on the soft cloth, their earthy aroma filling the room with a curious sweetness. Shock and wonder spread through the faces of the doctors, nurses, and Osagi. They could hardly believe their eyes. What was meant to be the birth of twins had turned into a miraculous event beyond their wildest dreams. The news of the unusual birth traveled quickly from the hospital to every street and home in Benin City. People gathered in the town square to discuss the strange event that had taken place in their midst. Some whispered that the yams were a sign from the ancestors, a blessing in disguise that held the power to bring abundance to the land. Others recalled old folktales where curses turned into gifts, teaching people the lesson that jealousy can twist fate in the most unexpected ways. Osagi, though initially overwhelmed by shock, soon embraced the miracle with a heart full of hope and gratitude. He believed that the 6 yams were not a punishment, but a sign that a new and extraordinary chapter was beginning for their family and the community. In the days that followed the astonishing birth, the wise elders of Benin City gathered around the ancient sacred tree in the central plaza. They spoke in low, reverent tones about the meaning of the miracle. One elderly woman, Mama Inoma, explained that the yams were more than just food. They were symbols of life, fertility, and the blessings of the ancestors. She told the people that long ago, when the land was young, similar miracles had been seen as signs that the earth would bring forth abundant harvests. The elders reminded everyone that nature often works in mysterious ways, and that sometimes, when jealousy and dark wishes are cast, the universe responds with a surprise that turns misfortune into blessing. Their words soothed many worried hearts and filled the people with hope for the future. Osogi and Uwa soon began to understand that their unusual delivery was a message from beyond. The family decided to honor the miracle by planting the 6 yams in a special garden near their home. With care and love, they tended the small patch of earth, believing that the yams would grow into a bounty that would feed not only their family, but the whole community. Neighbors helped water and nurture the young plants, and even the children laughed and played around the garden, imagining that the yams were magical treasures. As the yams began to sprout and flourish, so did the spirit of hope in Benin City. The miracle became a symbol of life's unpredictable magic and a reminder that sometimes what seems like a curse can transform into a blessing. Days turned into weeks and weeks turned into months as the garden of the 6 miraculous yams grew and thrived under the warm Nigerian sun. People from far and wide visited Osagi's home, marveling at the beauty and mystery of the yam garden. The story of Uwa's extraordinary delivery was told and retold at family gatherings, in schoolyards, and in the lively markets of Benin City. Even the jealous friends Omolara, Ifunanya, and Ijeoma found themselves humbled. They began to see that their dark wishes had inadvertently set in motion an event that brought prosperity and unity to the community. The yams were not just food, they were a lesson that jealousy can twist fate, and that the true magic of life comes from love, faith, and forgiveness. In time, the 6 yams blossomed into a full harvest that fed many families during the lean seasons. Osagi organized a grand feast where the whole community came together to celebrate not only the bounty of the earth, but also the miracle that had saved Uwa's childbearing legacy. With the passing of seasons, Uwa and Osagi continued their lives with a renewed sense of wonder and gratitude. The once jealous friends began to regret their ill deeds and sought forgiveness from Uwa, who, with a kind heart, embraced them. Slowly, the bitterness melted away like morning dew in the bright Nigerian sun. The community learned that every person, no matter how lost in envy, could find a path back to kindness and love. The miracle of the 6 yams had brought not only abundance to the land, but also healed old wounds and bridged divides between hearts. Did you enjoy this story? Please share your thoughts in the comment. Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to this channel.